What is up, YouTube? KM888 here, and welcome to my Traptrix in-depth series. A couple of days ago, I posted my new deck profile post info, which included Formud Skipper. If you haven't seen that deck profile, you can check it back on my channel, or you can. I'm gonna try and put a link either on the video or in the description below, so you can find it. And I promise to do some combo videos for you guys. At the end of the deck profile, already performed the one card combo, which you can do by only opening Formud Skipper, and basically showcasing what it meant for me to add this card into the deck. And I promise to do some 2 and 3 card combos, maybe opening just with another card. And yeah, here we are. So for the first combo, we're gonna jump right into it. I want to propose the 1.5 card combo, where you just open 1 for 1 plus any monster that you want to discard. So, and one thing, this card is a big word when it comes to Effect Veiler, but this is just a discard. So let's start this off. You open with 1 for 1 and you discard the Veiler to summon Formud Skipper. Now, as I mentioned before, all our combos, they don't I don't keep hand traps in mind because I have other cards in my hand. You never know. So yeah. Just like as in the 1 card combo that I already featured, Formud Skipper is going to call Magical Musketeer Max, and you're going to be able to link into it. So Formud Skipper, you can go, and we're going to summon the Magical Musketeer Max. I'm gonna look if it's into frame. It's kind of into frame, it's fine. And we're going to trigger the Formud Skipper to search for Parallel Exceed. Magical Musketeer Max is a light fiend, so we can go into Fiendsmith Requiem. Requiem like this. This will trigger our Parallel Exceed and we can summon it. Parallel Exceed effect. Of course, we have to go into the deck for that. And we're going to summon another Parallel Exceed. Now, I did find like a little deviation from the combo. Instead of linking overlaying the Parallel Exceeds immediately, I am going to go and use my Requiem's effect first. And you're gonna see why. So we're going to summon our Fiendsmith Engraver right here. And we're going to use the Fiendsmith's Requiem effect to equip it to the Engraver. Right now we have our summoning conditions for our Necroquip Princess. Now the reason that I do this is actually very simple, because as soon as I make a Traptrix Pinguicula with the Parallel Exceeds, if my opponent has any hand trap for that, like a Ghost Mourner or an Effect Veiler or an Ash on that, because they are waiting for the right timing to use their Ash or something, you never know. At the very least, I have a Necroquip Princess that allows me to get a draw. So that's always a thing. Maybe it's better to play around hand traps that way. I'm still learning this deck as well. I've only made it throughout like a couple of weeks, like 2-3 weeks. And probably I'm gonna change things up like all the time. I'm used to that. And we're going to summon Traptrix Pinguicula. Now Pinguicula's effect. And because we haven't normal summoned yet, we can search Traptrix Myrmelio. Now I don't want to fall into a nip if they have it on a big combo, so we're going to use Fiendsmith Engraver's effect now, and we're going to put the Requiem back into the deck. Overlay into DDD Wave High King Caesar. And now we are kind of nip proof. I mean, if they have nip plus Veiler or nip plus Imperm or something, it still happens, but yeah, at least we are here. Link away the Pinguicula into Serra. Let's see if it's in frame. Normal summon our Myrmelio because we haven't normal summoned yet, and we're going to use the effect of Myrmelio, search for Gravedigger's Trap Hole, and use Serra's effect to set Holotea. Use the Holotea and discard the Gravedigger's Trap Hole that you've gotten. Special summon it and trigger Serra again to summon the Dionea. Dionea is going to activate and we're going to set the Gravedigger's Trap Hole once again. Now you might think, oh, but in this combo you have a body too much, you don't have the Arachnocampa yet. Sure, we aren't gonna go, like, it's kind of an awkward end board maybe, but because you have other cards in your hand, it doesn't need to be. But the end board that I try to go for with this, I'm going to overlay Holotea Mermelio, and I'm going to go and summon Time Thief Redoer. Because Redoer is the easiest thing to get the Holotea and the Mermelio in the graveyard at the same time. Because you don't really have another Traptrix, like you can summon Pinguicola back, but you don't have to. And the Redoer has the Mermelio still. And then we're going to use Dionea and Serra, because we aren't insect or plant locked. We can actually go into SP Little Knight on our end board. If you really want to, you can banish something from your own graveyard if they didn't hand trap you. If you want to insulate for any Charmers or something, like I don't have a fire, I don't have a dark, so I don't see that if that would be a problem. But maybe you want to banish the Magical Musket so they can't revive it with a Lina, so they can use their own Fiendsmith engine or something, like you never know. I won't do that, like, because the Fiendsmith's Engraver for me is follow-up as well, but yeah. Now this combo, it ends on 2 negates from the DDD Wave Hiking Caesar. You get a bounce already from the Redoer, plus you're going to get their top deck, so maybe it's a spell and you get another draw. And the Little Knight is actually a really good interruption as well, because you can target it and something else and banish them. And if you have the Holotea in your graveyard, you can actually opt for to summon back the Mermelio for a spell Trap Negate, or you get to summon back like a Serra, so if you use Gravediggers you get another summon. Or what I also like to do is summon back the Pinguicola, because if you use Little Knight to banish 2 cards, like something from your opponent and the Little Knight itself, then you can attach that monster to your Pinguicola and it won't come back. So that can also be a thing. That's it for the 1.5 card combo. And I'm gonna set things up, and we're gonna go into our first 2 card combo. And these are things I like to do with the deck. I like to pivot a little bit in my free time and just try things out. You never know what things you can cook up. Of course, in the Rika builds that I'm going to showcase a little further along the line, these combos actually extend a lot, but you need to play more bricks in the deck. So it's, I don't really like the Rika deck because of that, but I do see the point of playing that, of course, as well. For this combo, we are going to open up with Formud Skipper, and we are going to open up with Traptrix Garden. And this is basically gonna be the same, because you get your, I think, yeah, it's basically the same. So I'm gonna go like really fast through this one. Formud Skipper, use the effect. Then we have Magical Musketeer Max. We're going to get Parallel Exceed. Use this to go into Requiem. Trigger the Parallel. Effect, Special Summon. Use Requiem's effect. Get the Engraver on board. Requiem's effect. Fusion these away into our Necroquip Princess. And now we can go overlay into our Pinguicola again. And then the Pinguicola is going to search for a Mermelio once more, because we still have our second normal summon. Use the Engraver, special summon it by returning the Requiem, overlay for the DDD Wave Hiking. This is basically the same for most of the combos, I think. I like to return to the beginning point though for every combo, because if I do it a lot, it just feels more natural during an actual match. Garden, go into Serra, some extra normal summon for the Garden, Mermelio effect, add Gravediggers, Serra effect to set the Holotea, use the Holotea, ditch Gravedigger, special summon, and then with Serra you're going to summon the Dionea again. Use the effect, get the Gravediggers, overlay Myrmelio and Holotea into our redoer, and right here you can actually opt. You can actually opt for some different routes. You can end the same and use these two for an SP, or because you have Garden, you can actually banish either the Serra or the Dionea to summon back the Pinguicula already. So this is a line that I like to do. Just because I already have the Pinguicula set up then, and because I have Gravedigger Trap Hole with Serra still, I can go for Pudica in their turn and have another negation that way. So not to lose the Dionea, you can just link this off into your second Serra and banish this one for the summon. So for Pinguicula. Or you can just banish the Dionea if you don't feel the need for it anymore. I know I only play one Dionea, but often you don't need it to trigger a second time anyways. So yeah, that was the first. Second card combo was basically the same as opening with 1-for-1 and a like opening for 1-for-1. But I did feel that I needed to showcase this because it's one thing different towards the end, where you can use the Garden to already get back your Pinguicula, which you couldn't before. So yeah. Let's see. Now let's open up with Garden. First another 2-card combo, it's easier. So let's start up with Gravedigger's Trap Hole and Formud Skipper. Formud Skipper effect. Once again, link it off, go into your musket. Formud Skipper effect. Parallel, use this. Requiem, parallel effect, special, use the effect. Requiem effect, special the engraver. Requiem effect, set. Use these for the Necroquip. Overlay into our Pinguicula. Use the effect. Now, because we don't have another normal summon, we are actually going to go into Arachnocampa, just as we did in the 1-card combo. Use the engraver by returning Requiem. Use these two into DDD Wave Hiking Caesar. Link away the Pinguicula for a Serra. And now we're going to use Arachnocampa. Serra effect to set Holotea. And of course, the only deviation from the 1-card combo is where you use Holotea, ditch Gravediggers, special Holotea, get the Dionea, use Dionea's effect for the Gravediggers, and you can use Dionea and Holotea to go into Rafflesia. Now, it isn't much of a deviation, but for the one additional card that we have, we actually get 2 more, like a second layer to our our combo. We get an additional Rafflesia, which we didn't have in the 1-card combo, and instead of a set Holotea, we have a set Gravedigger Trap Hole to trigger our Serra. So now we have, I think this is 2 more interruptions than the 1-card combo. Plus, on top of that, we have a layered defense because the Rafflesia doesn't allow the Serra or Arachnocampa to be targeted or destroyed by battle. So, yeah. Or destroyed even, so yeah. It's actually a lot better just having a trap with the Formud Skipper, but I did really want to showcase that off. It's a simple variation from combo 1, but hey. We're gonna try and do as many combos as we can in these minutes. Then let's see. I think the one that I want to showcase for the end, like maybe two more combos, like a 2.5 card combo, like 1-for-1 with a discard on top of Garden. And then I have one more combo after this, but then I need to search something else in the deck for a second. Yeah, like this. Okay. So this time it's a 2.5 card combo. We have 1-for-1, we have Garden, and we have Veiler. Now this isn't common, of course. We only play 2 Garden. There is only one 1-for-1. But I really want to show it off because the power of this is just getting more and more insane. 1-for-1, ditch the Veiler. And we're going to summon the Formud Skipper. Now we haven't normal summoned this time, and we have 2 more normal summons. So we can actually go off a little bit. Formud Skipper effect. Same thing, same. Magical Musket, use the Formud Skipper, get a Parallel Exceed, get into Requiem, trigger Parallel, use the effect, special summon, Requiem effect, get the Engraver on the field, use Requiem, and then fuse away into our Princess. Oh, let's watch out. So here we are. Now we're going to use our Parallel Exceeds, and we're going to go into Pinguicola once more. Pinguicola effect. And we're going to search for Traptrix Mantis. We have 2 normal summons, which means that we can actually do a lot. Get the Garden on board, normal summon the Mantis, use the effect. Now the reason I'm doing this first, before anything else, is if they have a hand trap for this, we still get Necroquip Princess, second effect to draw. And we're going to add Myrmelio. Right here, use the Fiendsmith Engraver, bounce back the Requiem, and we're going to overlay into our DDD Wave Hiking Caesar. The reason I do this now is because if they would have nipped before, like right here, then with the field spell, we can still get to Serra, and we have the Myrmelio as our normal summon still. So we still have full Traptrix combo. Now we are also safe from Nibiru, and we can actually extend further. Use the Mantis, get into Serra. Now we're going to normal summon Myrmelio, use the effect, and then do the Serra in a new chain. So get the Gravediggers, set the Holotea. Activate Holotea, ditch Gravediggers, special summon, use the Serra's effect. And we get to Dionea. Dionea effect, setting Gravedigger Strap Hole. And then right here, once again, you can go into a variety of things. First things first, we're going to use our Myrmelio and our Holotea, and we're going to make another Redoer. And now you can choose again. We can go Dionea plus Serra into SP Little Knight. We can also banish the Serra with the Garden, summon the Mantis, bounce our trap so it gets reset. So it doesn't fall into Dionea, and then we can still overlay into any Exceed that we want, like a Rafflesia, stuff like that. Imagine that we do this, we have 4 Exceeds on the board. You can, like, if you want to do this play, you can even link these off into IP Masquerena if we would be playing it. That's a choice that you can actually do, and then you end on an IP Masquerena right here. IP Masquerena with the Pinguicola, Redoer, and the Wave King High Caesar is actually a really good board to end on. So you're kind of free in what you do. A thing that I like to do is I just go with these 2 into SP Little Knight. Reason for that, we have the Pinguicola, we have SP Little Knight, and then because the Redoer is going to ditch the Holotea, you can use Holotea to bring back the Serra with your Gravedigger Strap Hole, have another interruption. And the thing that SP Little Knight banishes from the opponent, you can attach with Pinguicula again. So yeah, it's another layer of interruption once again. Like every time we go one card plus in our opening hand, we actually get another interruption, which is kind of funny. It is what you want, of course, but you need to play it differently every time. And then I need to see if I remember this combo, because it's been like 2 weeks where I've done this. I opened Pudica, I opened Dionea. This was like really weird to open, but it was also really funny. I opened 1-for-1 with a discard. I don't know what the discard was anymore, but let's just pick the Veiler. And I also opened like the Gravedigger Strap Hole. So you could say that this hand was pure gas. So the first thing that I did, once more, did I open with 1-for-1 like? Yeah, I think this was my opening hand, and as you can see, if you open things like this, it's just crazy because you get a normal summon, you get Dionea with the Garden to special summon the Pudica again, and then we still have the 1-for-1 for the full combo, and we have a trap. So just to showcase what stuff like this can do, you can go 1-for-1. Like, this isn't gonna happen in real life a lot, like, but I just want to showcase it. It was kind of fun. So once again, Formud Skipper effect, both effects, parallel. Then use Requiem, parallel effect, special, use the effect. And then because we already have 2 really good normal summons, you can actually really safely go. This is also a thing, if you have 1-for-1 plus a normal summon, then this goes into Rafflesia, and you're kind of safe already. So this is also really fun to do. Then you have a Rafflesia, and you're kind of, oh my god, was this glare here all the time? I'm gonna be sick. So now we're safe for practically everything. Yeah, Requiem effect, Engraver, use a Requiem, and then this goes into the Necroquip Princess. Use the Engraver immediately. I don't mind it now because you have the Rafflesia, they are not prone to hand trapping you anyways. And now we have double interruption for their place if they decide to hand trap you through this, which would be weird, but we still have our normal summons now. So go Pudica, use the effect, get the Garden. Go into Serra, second normal summon, Dionea effect on the Pudica, special, Serra to set, and we're going to set Holotea. Now you might think, oh no, I have no more room. Well, just overlay these. And we're gonna go into our Pinguicula. Pinguicula effect, detach the Dionea, really important right here, because we need to bring something back late, like we don't have a second Dionea in the deck, so to search, like to special summon from the Serra. So with Pinguicula we're going to add the Arachnocampa, use Holotea with the discard that you have, special, use Serra's effect to special again, and now you can basically summon anything from the deck that you want. Most of the time I just pick a Mantis because Mantis or Mermelio doesn't really matter. Use the Garden effect, banish the Mantis, special Dionea, Dionea effect to set the Gravedigger Strap Hole, and then right here you can still go into Time Thief Redoer. So like this. So this board is like, it's nuts, right? And then you still have the Arachnocampa during your opponent's turn, like you can keep it in this scenario. There are lots of scenarios where you can keep it, but this, like when you're only testing like 1 or 2 card combos, It's weird to hold things in your hand, of course, but yeah. But in this combo, like, crazy things can happen. So you go Wave King High Caesar, Pinguicola, Redoer, Rafflesia, and Serra on top of Arachnocampa. And because you haven't used the Arachnocampa at any point, you could have just made the SP Little Knight instead. Like with the Redoer, you could have gone... like if you used Holotea to make another Serra, you had 2 effect monsters, and then you could have gone SP Little Knight instead. Stuff like that. So yeah. This is basically what I wanted to showcase, what the deck can actually do if you open a lot of gas. People often think, oh, but Traptrix, if you have a lot of gas, you just brick. You can open a lot of gas that actually helps you now, which is fun. I've had a couple of duels where I opened weird-ass opening hands, and I still went off like crazy with this. I think that's everything that I want to show you guys for now. I think I've done like 6 or 7 combos, which is is a lot. But yeah, if you like this, definitely give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow a little bit. I'm just glad that I can help some of you guys make a choice in what you're playing, and yeah, and I'm really happy about that. Next video is probably going to be... what am I going to do next? Like, I have so many options, like maybe a talk about the extra deck, why I'm running certain cards, and what I do with them. So, yeah, probably something like that, or a matchup, like against Melodious or Voiceless, what I try my field to be like that, and something like that. Definitely let me know in the comments what you hope to see, what you like to see. Then I get some ideas what you guys want again. And yeah, see you guys in the next time. Ciao.